Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining me on yet another video. This is the end of the week live stream. I'm going to be taking a look at a number of things. I've got this interesting article which is related to the last video I did, which was on Monday, and I was looking at the differences between palladium, gold, silver, and platinum, and obviously which was the best metal over the last 3 years. So it's interesting. I came across this article here. I thought I'd share it with you. Might give you some insight as well for those looking at diversifying their precious metals portfolio. We're going to be taking a look as usual. I've got the crypto market cap as well. We're going to be taking a look at. We've got Bitcoin as well. We're also going to look at. We're going to look at obviously our precious metals, platinum, silver, gold, and as well as palladium. Palladium's on. It's got no distance. It's just making higher highs, which is we're going to be taking a look at. What it has got, which is gold investors should change their focus, says Rob. So we're going to be taking a look at that as well. If there's any questions you may currently have, it'd be fun. For those that want to be donators, details in the description there for anyone wanting to be a donator. Find the a giveaway at 10 donators. We'll be giving away something to the chat as well. So I think Kevin Rose just recently did a shout out. Congratulations to the prize stacker to confirm whether he's got his. So it'd be an absolute tush. It's a matter of, again, just a big appreciate you. He's just said, "Hey SL79, how's it going?" 18 about fantastic. He made it. Of the Aussie Alchemist, who is he says, "Good day, Silver Limey 79. Good morning." And that's Aussie Alchemist there as well. See you, Aussie. I hope all is well. Things are certainly busy here, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, I was hoping to get waiting on. I bought Proof 18 nautical and my Silver Proof, and I decided to splash Hide Fort 50 edition. It's true. It shouldn't be too long. PM, there we go. Is our PM. You here, man? How you doing? What am I doing? Pleasure to have you here. I've got good. Audio is a bit scratchy. There's not really much I can do about that. There is. I'll sec, and I'll get my earphones on there. Okay, hang on. Can you guys hear me now? Just let me know if you can hear me. RPM Limited says still in more SL79. Yes, super. For some reason, I plug in the headphones here, and the microphone stops working. Confrontation. No sound, sir. How are you doing? It's great to have you here. Don't be confrontational, says Jody. When we got noise, it was probably me banging the bloody the headphones off the table. Jody says, "Hear me now." Yep, sounds better, says Ozzy. Fantastic. Well, hopefully that you're back. Of course I'm back. I actually never left. Jody says Windows sound options. Okay, well, it seems to be working now. I'm not going to be confrontational in here. Hey, dude. Confrontational nonconformist. No, that's one channel you guys really need to check out. It does occasionally does these penny hunt live streams, and I've been on there as well. He generally comes on just as I'm about to go to bed. But if you guys get a chance, drop in there. I'm sure you guys know him anyway. But it's great to see a few of my donators here, which is great, guys. Thanks very much for that. All right, let's get cracking with this. All right, so gold investors should change their focus, says Robert Friedland. Now, guys, as I've said this previously, I'm going to let's put the camera on here. Let's see if you guys can. Hey, guys, I'm going to be taking a look at a few things. Started my wife's purse full of cash. Lol, dude, thank you for that, says a confrontational nonconformist. No problem, my man. Let's have a look. So here we go. This is it. Now, on Monday's live stream, I mentioned that well, platinum was by far the had appreciated the most out of all the precious metals. Sadly, I didn't get enough comments on that. There was one guy who commented saying, "No, his local LCS wouldn't take it." And then I basically said to him, I said, "Look, you're buying investment grade. There's a difference between an LCS and taking it to a metals dealer. Taking it to a metals dealer will pay you the price. Taking it to your LCS, they're only in, the term LCS stands for local coin shop. They're not interested in buying investment grade. You'd have to go to a bullion dealer or bullion or metals dealer, and they're the ones who are going to take it off you." So in Van Home Mine said it was trying to, which is it's in South Africa. The majority of the platinum is actually mined. 75% of the world's platinum is found in South Africa. The company's Palladium, platinum, nickel, copper, gold, rhodium mine development project in South Africa. So the Ivanhoe Mines county chairman, Robert Friedland, noted the recent run-up in PGM and nickel prices. It says, while many investors are focused on gold, palladium has been far and away the best performing precious metal for the past several years. The strong upward price appreciation since 2016 of the collective basket of metals to be produced by Platreef when the commercial operations commence at the Tier 1 discovery is encouraging. Now, in the video on Monday, I went through charts and I said, if you bought in 2016, this is the sort of this is what you would have gained on an ounce. And palladium by biggest appreciation on all precious metals, and it's a metal that hardly anyone talks about. Anyway, I'll put this article in the description if you guys want to check it out, as well as you'll find donating details if you guys want to become donators. You're welcome to obviously check that out. I've got 4 slots before the next giveaway. And he says, given the recent okay, there we go. The company said that its feasibility study estimated that obviously the mine where they've initially got it, says the average annual production rate will be approximately 219,000 ounces of palladium, 214,000 ounces of platinum. And look at that, you've got 30,000 ounces of gold and 14,000 ounces of rhodium. Combined, 477 ounces of that group of metal, plus 21 million pounds of nickel and 30 million pounds of copper. That is some amount that they pull out of there. But if you look at that, the lion's share there is platinum at 214 ounces, and look at that, palladium at 219,000. So that's some amount of precious metals that are coming out of that mine. I won't go into much detail, but just if you want to check that out, guys, it's there if you want it. Let's have a look. We've got a few more people in, which is great. Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on this video. You'll see we've got a great group of people in the chat as well, so if there's any questions or if you just want to chat, we've got great people out there. We've got confrontational nonconformist. We've got Jody as well. There's RPM Limited. That's it for now. And of course, myself, your host, Steve Rice, my man. Look, he just dropped in. Steve Rice says, "How are you, brother?" Man, I'm fantastic, Steve. Feeling a lot better anyway, versus on Wednesday. Had a major, I wouldn't say major, certainly not an operation by any standards, but I had a major issue on Wednesday. And yeah, I just felt like I just couldn't do it. It takes a lot for me to actually not do any live streams. Normally I'm here like straight away on my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday routine. It's like become routine. Butchie Harding, man, how you doing? This is weird today. Sure. Yep. Even crypto's down, my man. Right, says, hey, what's what? Meaning, he's a man. He's not the chart man is here. Silver, how you doing? Fun, green thumb. Good to see you. And we got Coin Collector here as well. That's fantastic. Great. Check that out. The link. So be sure to check that out. We're going to start things. Silver. A bit of because you know, I spoke this week and I was like, the big movement's going to happen this week for a breakout. You see, but that was to break down. But in the end, we actually did have a breakout, but it was exceptionally small. We can see it there. There's our lines, our resistance lines, touch to touch. And then we had major buying, strong momentum here, straight through resistance level after resistance level. When we're talking resistance levels, that's the 20 and the orange is the 50. So 20 moving average is the yellow, 50 moving average is the orange. Excuse me. And that has been pretty consistent resistance. I mean, look at this here. With the exception of this unusual area here where we sort of pushed out and we sort of come back in again. However, we're now sitting between the 50 and this one here is the 100. However, you can see it there. We broke out. Unfortunately, then immediately rejection kicked in. We bounced off the 20 moving average support line straight back up again. The next one, once we'd actually smashed through resistance, we created support, which is exactly what happened here. So we had immediately trying to push back up. We didn't. We pushed down, and then we ended just above that support line. And the next one again, it just seems to be struggling. I mean, just look at this. We got it's just up and down, and it's still like it's right on resistance / support. And we had a major dip down, and we actually broke down below support. However, the next candle really pushed it up. It's like there's like this hive of activity. People are like, oh, silver's moving. Like, am I going to get in? Am I not going to get in? People decided to get in, and some people were just waiting for liquidity, and then they dumped, and then that's what caused these red areas, and with these wicks as well. It's people dump, and then obviously the bulls coming back in, pushing the price back up, and now we're actually above resistance, but it's not as strong as you'd think. It's not as strong as you'd think. Let's have a look. Oh, looks like we've got a few messages in here. That's great. It says Coin Collector says silver's having a hard time the last few days. I know it's been a tough week. Coin Collector picked up a Pied Fort 50p 50th anniversary. I managed to bag one before they were sold out. I got confirmation now. I'm just waiting for it to come through. I was hoping it would be here by today, but it's not. So watch out for the video for next week. And I've got a Sherlock Holmes Proof Silver 50p coming as well, which is awesome. So really looking forward to that. Yeah, Butchie, absolutely, totally agree with you there. Slow day all round. Absolutely nailed it. Hey, what's up? It's hard to hear you cutting in and out. Oh, okay. I'm going to try and see if maybe we can reduce these pages. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of Bitcoin for now, and we'll have to come back to it, and I'll manually put in. Hello, nice video live. Good night. That's Minia just dropping in, saying hello. Fantastic. How you doing, Minia? It's good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Confrontational nonconformist getting choppy. I hope it's me, not you, guys. I don't know. I'm in direct line of sight of my router. Everything seems to be working just fine. Red all round. Absolutely. Time of the month. We're going to be looking at the weekly figures in a minute here, but there's Aussie, the usual tagline: don't be resistant, become support. Join Silverlimey 79 here. I love it. Graham Stacker, man, how you doing, Graham? Did my package arrive? Please tell me the package arrived. Hey, Sulimi, everybody. Jody says it's strange world we're in at the moment. You're definitely right about that one. It's crazy. It'd be a miracle if we get through the year unscathed. Absolutely. Look what we got. Coin Collector. Very nice. Finally getting into UK coins, I see. I know. It's like with sovereigns and double sovs, £5, you know, the usual. It's like it's now I'm like ready to tackle the UK. Everything's going the wrong way to expectations. Trump and his Twitter lying about China's trade deals, etc. I know it's kind of, I think it's obviously having an adverse effect on them currently on the markets. Broadband just choppy. Weather is crap in Ireland. It certainly is. You're absolutely right about that, Jody. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that. It is crap out there. We are. What are your plans for the Pied Fort? Keep, slip, grade. I'm grading and I'm flipping that sucker. Coin Collector. Even the 50p Sherlock as well. I'm flipping it. I'm going to get it graded and I'm flogging it. Flog. Let's have a look. SL79 just heard the India imported 25% of all silver mined in 2017, 2018. How does that not have to affect on the market? You know what? It's interesting, Aussie. I had the exact same talk about gold. You've got China, Russia, and even India to a degree import large amounts of gold, and then we look at the gold price, and it's nowhere. I really do. You know, at least my personal thoughts are that there's some form of manipulation. And it's almost like a lot of people out there don't want the Chinese and the Russians to get rich as well as the Indians on their gold because their central banks are buying up more gold, that they just want to keep the price down. Because I can't explain this. I mean, explain this to me, guys. On the last run-up, I even did this on a previous video. You know, when we had our first interest rate cut, you know, the market came back extremely strong. We just had a huge increase. And then we have our market cut on the last one, and we saw like 50 cents. To me, it just, something smells, man. And I'm not talking about my socks. I mean, it's just bizarre, man. Jody says he's stacking for pre-Brexit. Sounds like a plan. Absolutely, that Pied Fort 50p, man. I'm absolutely. Initially, I was like, maybe I should get it, maybe I shouldn't. It was 90% reserved, and then I thought, you know what, I'll bag one, and I'll just flip it. So that's what I've done. So hopefully, it gets a good grade when I get it, or you know, when I send it off. How much is a monster box of gold worth? What was that? Is it 250 coins? times that by the amounts per ounce. That's probably what, $250,000, $300,000. Butchie, that too, Aussie. Graham, did you get my package yet? RPM, hey Graham, what do you know? There's no money anywhere. Why is the Fed dumping $100 billion a day into the system? There we go. CoinClick says rigged. But when the economic collapse happens, we stackers will be prepared. Yeah, but I mean, for me, that that means that basically all we're doing is we're waiting for the implosion. I'm a guy that likes to see gradual increases, and I'm like, yep, there you go. That's where I want to see my metal. I'm not sitting around waiting for a economic collapse. Jody says gold should be above $2,000. I totally agree with you. Ozzy, I actually did a percentage increase adjustment, and I was like, if we saw the last kind of run up that we had, I then took that figure and put it up, and we were sitting. Well, I mean, it wasn't quite $2,000, but we were sitting at about $1,680. $1,680, because that sort of made sense in regards to the last run up that we had, and we're just nowhere. We're just nowhere. No package yet. Oh, okay, that's disappointing. I sent at the same time as Kevin, and Kevin got his yesterday, so hopefully yours will be arriving. Over today, tomorrow. Butchie Harding says used to cost someone 10 grand for that amount of gold. Now you have to be a millionaire. That's why there's so many millionaires today. Absolutely right. Anyway, let's look at. We're going to look at the weekly. Let's look at the weekly chart here for silver and see how we're tracking. How is silver tracking? Jeez, check that out, guys. We've had 3 weeks of consistent selling. Call it even 4 weeks if you include this one here. And I mean, you can just see by the wicks. I mean, the wicks are just dreadful. We end up with these little small bodies. So, we have gone up slightly from a candle body perspective. But overall, we're up 2 cents. No, almost 3 cents for the week. Do me a favor. That's a bit disappointing, really. We traded the whole week and we were only up 3 cents. Man. What do you guys think of that? 3 cents up. Still low for the week, but way above our moving averages. You can see it there. That's where we're looking pretty toasty. And then we've had this sort of realignment. It'd be interesting to see how silver plays out the next couple of weeks. Because to me, it looks like, we've gone into consolidation to a degree here. I mean, we're pretty flat. I mean, look at those bodies there, roughly in the same area. 1750, 1755. I mean, literally, if you were in last week, again, you would have been maybe 2 cents up. And then up this week, we're sitting there 4 cents up at the minute. It's a bit disappointing. Looks like Health Babes here. Looks like we've got a few people in here. Aussie says socks is code for politicians. Jody, 10K isn't much anymore. You're absolutely right. I bet you even $1 isn't even much these days. How much can you guys buy for $1 these days? They say it's worth $1, but is it really worth $1 if you think about it? Like, you take your silver dollar, right? Your old silver dollar. In there is you've got silver value, or precious metals backed currency, and even though it was 90% silver, that's probably worth about $11-12 today. Yet your $1, which is exactly the same as holding a silver dollar, is yet seen as the same face value for a banknote. I tell you what, makes me wonder. It's the same thing when they demonetized. I wouldn't say demonetized, but they removed copper as well. It was ridiculous. The zinc with copper coating. I mean, why bother? Strangely, that's how much a monster box is of SLV is. Wow, that's interesting. We got Health Babe says, hey, Silver Limey 7 and all, just stop by to support like 7. Thank you very much. Please hit the like button, everyone. I see 12 views or 12 people watching, and we got 7 likes. Hopefully they've gone up by now. Hello, Limey. Trump can't allow recession till after the election. They're all lying to the public. Pure manipulation. There you go. That's silver giveaways. That's certainly the way I'm feeling about gold right now, because to me, I mean, it's obvious. The technicals, the fundamentals for precious metals are all showing high prices, and there's just nothing. There's nothing going on in the market. I was expecting today, I was like, cool, I get to do my live stream today. I'm feeling a lot better. And I look at the charts and I'm like, okay, not really much to talk about. I can't take chart too seriously. ETF fake silver, says Aussie. Look, don't forget ETFs. Yes. Low premium. Don't forget about that. And yes, you're trading. It's still silver at the end of the day. It might be paper, but it may not. But it's it might be paper, but it's still worth what it is in silver. Boring. I'd say full of shit. I lost $13 today, so I gave up. What did you lose $13 on, Butchie? Gold should be 5k an ounce, and silver equal to gold these days in quantity. If it was not rarer. So 5k an ounce for silver, and gold would cheer me up, or so or am I crazy? I certainly wouldn't look at it at that perspective, man. I mean, I'd say logically, silver today should be $25 as far as I'm concerned, without a doubt. Looking at the charts and looking at the perspective of growth in silver, we should be looking at $25 silver, 100%. Gold, on the other hand, we should be hitting at least the 16 to 17 area, like at this point, and we're not even there. We're just nowhere. I mean, guys, think of I mean, silver. There may not be much movement for silver at the minute. Look at where we've come from, man. We've come from like 1430, and we're sitting there today. We can still look at that chart today, and it says $17.57, man. Sometimes that really does. I feel great that I see silver at that price, not opening the chart up and saying, great, silver's at like $13.50. So even though, it's not where we would like it, it's certainly higher than where it was. So don't forget about that. Penny sweet, almost $1 now. Says RPM, a penny sweet is almost $1. Aussie Alchemist says $1 a slushy loaf of bread is $1.30, and milk is $2. Wow. Jody says RPM, I couldn't agree more. More users, rarer yet worthless. Butchie Harding says, I bet there is a disconnect between the face value of coins in the future. Well, there probably won't be any coins. That's the most hilarious thing we're going to be looking at, guys. We're going to be looking at contactless. We will not be exchanging money. We're going to be using our bank cards that we can just tap. I mean, we've got a tap and go service here. We can spend up to €30 by our cards, and we just tap, dink, and that's how the transaction is conducted. Jody says disconnect with every butch. Silver is not as eternal as gold, and much of it is lost where gold is easy to refine. Very true. It requires all kinds of chemicals and stuff to extract the silver. Silver Giveaway says buying up stocks and the overnight banking scams hold down metals. Man, I tell you what, it's an absolute shocker. Thanks for that, Silver Giveaways. Penny stock, says Butchie Harding. Okay, I see what you mean by your $13 then. Jody, is this time the big banks are really stacking? This could be the bottom now. And then we'll have to wait and see. Health Babe says Silver Limey 79 QE4, which is Q4, has already begun. It could have a negative impact on precious metals market in the short term. 0% Fed rate could come sooner. Wow, look at that, guys. A 0% Fed rate. Silver Limey 79. Can you measure silver to pharmaceutical drug ratio? No, I don't know. I've never heard of that one. Health Babe, that would be interesting indeed. Never fear, Boris Johnson is ready to make a mess. I'll tell you one thing, at least he got his deal. Anyway, let's check it out. Okay, so silver. I think we can all agree there. It's not much movement going on there currently at the minute. Let's look at the daily. There you go. The daily pretty much says it all. You know, we were in through the. We're still in the murky waters of the moving averages here, and yes, we may have broken out, but it hasn't been a strong breakout, not by any means. I mean, look at this. We got resistance, dump, resistance, dump, resistance, dump, resistance, dump, resistance, dump, resistance, dump, resistance, resistance, and strong buying over resistance, buying. So and you know, I want to see those. I mean, what happened to those big strong candles that we had during the last run up? I mean, there you go. Look at that. We had these strong, massive candles and good wicks. Now we just seem to be wicking a lot. I mean, check this out, guys. I mean, you can see it there. 1, 2, 3. Strong buying, then down, wicking, going up, down, wicking, and candle bodies, and then we got wicking, then we got down, and then we've got some decent candle bodies. Then it's just wick, with a bit of buying there, wick. I mean, when does it stop? Right, there you go, silver. It's ending. Well, it's so far. Let's just get a week check on that. Okay, silver at 17.53 cents up on the week, guys. We're 3 cents up on the ounce. So if you have 10 ounces, you've just made 30 cents on the week. Congratulations. Let's have a look here. What do we got? We got Jody says, fingers crossed RPM. I'm just going to change the screen here now that we can sort of get rid of silver for now. Let's get gold up there. It is something else altogether. Okay, there's the gold chart, everybody. Let's have a look. QE Infinity is here. Fingers crossed. What he said there. Great British Pound, US dollar, and 3 knives. And we got silver giveaways. It says Aussie dollar is getting pounded. Leading indicators for the US dollar. Wow. Okay. Jody says, "What's up? Trump needs a weak dollar." You know, silver has to poop upwards, bouncing like that. Says RPM. Butchie Harding says, "I think we're bound to see some action here at some point." I totally agree, Butchie Harding. I totally agree with the amount of selling that we've had here. Pretty much 4 strong weeks of selling. Eventually, it's got to turn. It's only a matter of time before we see fireworks. Absolutely. That is pretty much the comment of the day. Silver Giveaway says, "Yep, expect us to go negative next year, especially if cash ban bill gets through Parliament." I was just talking about cashless transactions. That's exactly looks like this Bitcoin chart a month ago. That's interesting. Woohoo, says Steve Rice. Sucker for silver, man. How you doing, Sucker for silver? It's good to have you here. Says, "Hey everyone, happy Friday." I know, yeah, well, I've got work in the morning, so not happy for me. Jody says 2,000 ounces. Limey needs some more likes, everyone. There you go. I've already asked everybody, please hit the like button. It'd be great to get 20 likes. Can we at least try and focus on getting 20 likes? That'll be great. Let's have a look. Is that Graham Stan? Happy Friday, Sucker for silver. $2,060 profit. Like someone would have 2,000 ounces lying around, but there you go. That's what you got 2,000 ounces. You made a whopper of $60. Say they have 200 tons of gold. Nick Molnar, it's good to see you, man. Nick is here. That's great. There we go. at us. We got 14 watching. Silvergiving 79. Dollar will continue to strengthen per its global shortage. Payments in US dollars, leading US being put into the global market per more oil exports from US. Pretty true, I suppose. Thank you for that insight. So it wasn't based on oil exports. Right, let's get cracking with this. This is gold on the now, slowly nearing that, as you guys can see, that, and it's literally, we've got 2 weeks right back. There we go. There's there's either another movement. We're either going to see a breakdown or where we want to be. We can see it here. This is pretty much where the bodies of the candle bodies have been. 1490 and what's that, 15. So see a strong movement. If we've maintained this level, I mean, it's probably one of the longest levels we've seen, particularly when we've come in to a bull run cycle. You can see it here. We had 3 weeks and then it started to move up. Where are we? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and we haven't. So it'd be interesting to see. It'd be great to see gold up. We're currently 6 cents down. So guys, well done. Oh, 1 cent. Ooh, 12 cents. On the week for gold, anyone holding an ounce of gold? So if you'd if you had 5 ounces, you're $1 down on the week. Sorry, there you won't be able to buy your liter of milk. Silvergiving, there you go. That's why we see paradigm shift like precious metals and US dollar going up at the same time. That's interesting. Thank you very much. Silver 79, congrats on your recent collections. You're all about graded modern coins. I am indeed. Thank you, Health Babe. Can't really get much old coinage. I'm not prepared to go there just yet, but I probably will do at some point. Everything anything I'm getting my hands on is pretty much modern. I like graded stuff, says Butchie Harding. Well, if you guys haven't seen my video, don't forget, if you're watching this now, I'm going to put some eyes in there. So you're going to check the corner. Oh, was it that side? You'll see the light's going to pop up and you'll see some stuff. We've got plenty more where that's going to come from. Right, so gold on the week, it's pretty much, I mean, it's heading up. I mean, you can see it here. There's our low. For the last 3 weeks, we've been making higher lows, which is great. But unfortunately, we haven't been making higher highs. We've been making higher lows, which means, again, like I said, the market is unsure of itself currently at the minute. So as long as it keeps chipping away, our next one, touch support. This is our ascending support line. It can keep working on that, absolutely. But at some point, it's going to have to break out. And the longer we consolidate out for such a long time there, then the bigger the move up. So don't forget about that, or the bigger the move down. Hopefully that isn't the case, but it's been fairly quiet. I think we can all agree on that. I'm going to move on to, we're going to do palladium first, because that is really, and then we'll do platinum. So let's have a look. Palladium's been magical, guys. We're going to look at the weekly for palladium. Look at that. That is one heck of a move, guys. That's what I was saying back here, back in January of 16. That is where you would, if you'd got in at the right time, it would have cost you $456 an ounce for palladium, everybody. You can see it there. My little cross is there. It says 15th of February, 2016. And you can see the black on that side. It says $456 an ounce for palladium. And that is pretty much the tear it's been on. It hit up high and it broke down for a bit, and then the run continued, and it's at $1,752 an ounce. Who would have guessed it? That palladium would have beaten gold. Let's have a look. Steve Rice, Health Babe says, Yep, she's all about pre-33 coins. I don't blame you. You've got way more access to older coins than I have. Steve Rice says, I'd like to hear more about the Sherlock coin you mentioned earlier. It's a 50p proof coin. And I'm gonna, don't worry, there will be an unboxing video, so be sure to check that out. But it's pretty awesome. I decided to get my hands on one. Got to get it graded and see if I can make some money on it. SilverGiveaways 79. Look at the 3-month charts in gold. You could see the head and shoulders pattern. Ooh, that's interesting. I'll definitely take a look at that. Help babe. Butchie Harding says, I've been leaning towards the Kennedy and the Franklin halves lately. They're very nice too. Higher highs for SilverGiveaways 79. Let's get him into a supporter breakout. That's fantastic. Ozzy, that was extremely well worded, my man. Look at that. Higher highs for SilverGiveaways 79. Let's get him into a supporter breakout. Man, I love it. That is fantastic. Butchie Harding, nice. I like the Kennedy halves a lot. Yeah, you can still get them at a decent price. That's true. Right, let's look at Palladium, everyone. This has been rocking. Right, let's have a look. For the week, it's up $53 an ounce for the week. That would have been some investments. Imagine having 10 ounces of that lying around. You've been making $500-600 on the week. It's up. The week before up $33 and before that it was down 15. The week before that it was up $39.50. The week before that it was up $35 and it was up $69.8 an ounce. Then the week before that it was up $5. It was up $70 an ounce. What is happening here for Palladium right now? However, proceed with caution, guys. And that was in the previous video as well. There's an awesome article there that Palladium and Platinum are interchangeable. And when it comes to components, particularly in catalytic converters, you can use either or $52 an ounce. Fortunately, at some point, it's going to turn. And look where Platinum is, $892 an ounce. So we're going to be taking a look at that one next. So it wouldn't surprise me in 6 months' time that we're going to see a different, higher price for Platinum. It wouldn't surprise me at all. So there we go. That's for the week, guys. Again, I'm not really going to talk much about Platinum, but we'll have a look and see what the action was on the day. There we go. We've had 2 selling days this week, but still we're way above our 20 moving average. You can see it there. It's in bull mode. It's just continually moving up. We might see a bit of a pullback here. However, there's no resistance as such. It's in higher high mode. The previous, basically the breakout was 1616. That was its previous high, and it's at 1752. So fair enough. Palladium's. Jody says, my plan is to just keep adding to the collection slowly. I'm not going to sell as I like the security. Very nice. Silver Fun Green Thumb, he says, have a good day, guys. I'm going to do some penny roll hunting when I get home. Yes, congrats on the Sherlock. My prediction, Platinum and Palladium will switch spots in 18 months. There you go. Even Silver Fun reckons that is definitely coming. And it could be something worth looking at in the longer term, because you might get that cycle mode kicking in, and then you'll get Platinum at these higher highs, and then they'll swap over to Palladium again, and then it'll dip, and then the Palladium price is going to go up. So it could be something worth considering. Health Babe says, still waiting for Platinum pullback. I know you just want to get back into Health Health Babe. You just want to get back in. Health Babe's waiting for those lower lows. Yeah, I hear that. Keep adding here and there. Absolutely. Right, let's see Platinum. There's our Platinum charts. I'm going to look at the weekly. All right, Platinum on the week is up $4.73, everybody. which I don't think is too bad, really. You can see there it looked like the breakout was coming, and they even advertised that when we were looking at it. When we had an awesome run up to 997, and then pretty much from there we've sort of been lagging. However, look at that, breakout wise, we're still above the 20 and the 50 moving average there as well, so not looking too bad. I don't know if that sets it up for next week, but we're gonna have to keep an eye out on this one. We can see it there. That is our ascending support zone. If we look at it there, to me it definitely looks like platinum should be headed higher based on this movement up. You can clearly see it there. There's our support zone. We've had a big bounce. We've come back down again to find support, and we should maintain this line moving up and then hopefully break above that and get back into 4 digits for platinum. Just watch, guys. It's coming. It is coming. So that on the weekly. So if anyone had 5 ounces, man, you'd be $20 rich. You'd be $20 rich. Let's have a look at the daily. Okay, so our daily 20 and the 50 moving averages are pretty much resistance. We can see it there. Resistance or rejection. Resistance, rejection, resistance, rejection. Support, though, is holding, which is great. So we're currently seeing ourselves between the 50 and the 100 moving day average. So it's only a matter of time before we break up above this level. SilverGiveaways 79, that's right. Stay disciplined. That's Health Babe, great line. Investors are foaming into Palladium. Great looking chart. I know what you mean. It looks fantastic. However, you know, looking at Palladium is that you've got to time it right. And you've got to wait, literally, I mean, there you go, at $450, man, you'd be smiling all the way to the bank if people bought Palladium back. Fortunately, back at that point, gold was like everyone's favorite. But it would have been an interesting one. I got one of those Palladium 1 gram Buffalo things a while back. Wow, okay, I didn't even know they even made Palladium 1 gram bars. Be right back, making coffee, says Aussie. I want to get the next chart up, which is going to be BTC. We're looking at some Bitcoin. Jody says, what do you think about the Brexit deal? Markets shut soon, but the vote is tomorrow. Chance to buy more gold at 129, $1.29 GB dollars to from 120 last week. I know, yeah, it's rebounded massively, Jody. Even when I look at euro pound exchange rates, you know, it was sitting up at like 92 or something like that, and it's collapsed back down to about 86. I was like, wow, okay, that's just what the market wanted. What do I think of the Brexit deal? They just really got to get on with it now, I think, to be honest. I don't know too much about what has been renegotiated. Obviously, they've gone around some form of the processing VAT, something like that, I suppose. I mean, I live in Ireland, so it's going to affect this island one way or another. SilverGiveaways 79, need to run. Thanks for the stream. Have a nice weekend, all. Thanks very much, Health Babe. I'll see you on the next one. I tune right out when I hear Brexit. Beat that horse to death, says Butchie Hardy. All right, there we go. Bitcoin, we'll get the Bitcoin chart up in a sec. And sitting at below 8,000 at 7,945. I'm waiting for that big drop, man. Do you guys think that the big drop is coming for Bitcoin? Let me know in the chat, please. Right. Okay, so we got Bitcoin up. We're going to go straight over to Bitcoin, everyone. Let's take a look. There is the Bitcoin chart, everyone, and there we go. We've got ourselves in this descending wedge line. Yeah, it's pretty clearly obvious there. We can't get above. We're starting to shift away from our 200-day moving average, which for me is very interesting because we've always remained sort of close by. However, now we just seem to be drifting away. And there's our moving average. There is at 8,642 for at the 200-day moving average, and then our 20-day moving average is it's strong resistance. We can see it here. Let's look at Bitcoin on the weekly. How do you guys think it's going to look? Right, Jody, he says, deal agreed. Great British Pound is flying up. Yep, it's back into recovery mode. Jody says, Bitcoin has to drop. I'm all in XRP. That's one thing I still have, my man, and it's actually gained in value by about 4 or 5 cents per XRP. Boris copying Trump, all talk, no real. I didn't know. I don't have any skin in it either way. Down, life-changing moves coming for Bitcoin. I absolutely agree with you. For me, you know what's interesting, guys? I think that this run is coming to an end. I think this was it. We had it here. We've got the Bitcoin halving next year, which is in May. We're already in October. I don't think we're going to see higher highs personally. I think we're going to be in this sort of consolidation, a downward sort of movement trend until at least the halving. So it's going to be interesting to see how low will Bitcoin go. How low will Bitcoin go, everybody? How low will Bitcoin go? There we go. Sideways movements. We haven't done much this week. It's definitely, you know, we're not making higher highs, that's for sure. Lower lows maybe up slightly. Sorry, higher lows, beg your pardon. But higher highs are just not there. Does anyone have any Bitcoin currently in the chat? Who's holding Bitcoin right now? Jody says 5,000. There we go. Even Jody says summer pump for 2019 is over. It's over. Okay, let's look at the movements daily. That's what we're seeing today. It doesn't look great. I just don't see enough volume. I mean, our volume is just going to nowhere. It's absolutely nowhere. 7,823, and it's gone back up again based on that. You can see it there. There's a good level of support there at 7.7. You can see it. The wicks have gone but down below it and then pushed up. So for me, our next area zone is going to be around here, 7.1. Personally, early sevens, 7.1, 7.2. I think it'll start with that because that's literally our support line. If it breaks down below that, man, I tell you what, we're moving into some interesting territory. We're going to be moving into some interesting territory. What's that? 6.2, 6.4, maybe. That's based on previous areas over here. And this is one thing I said to everybody. Look at where we are on the chart. There's our 14,000 up here. 14,000 now. All right, we're all the way up here. That's quite a. Yeah. $3,000. Look at that. That's not that far away, guys. When you look at it from that perspective of the high movements to the low movement, we're actually closer to the bottom than we are closer to the top. Jody says, let's have a look. At which point everyone will buy in? I know, who wouldn't? So I'd definitely buy in. Yes, everyone should. I know. I suppose it's another opportunity to get into some Bitcoin, particularly at the right money. It's going to be interesting to see how the markets perform this weekend, because obviously you've got cryptocurrencies trade basically 7 days a week. I'll tell you the precious metals that actually finish off Monday to Friday, and then depending on where you are in the world, late Sunday evenings, like, you know, I think it was at 11, 12 o'clock, it's open for me. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works on that market. Anyone got any plans for this weekend? Let's have a look. Aussie Alchemist, he says SL79 is Perth Mint crypto listed on trading charts, like it because they will convert to gold on request. Wow, that's interesting. Aussie, might well be. Jody says Amsterdam. Aussie then says quiet one. Just done some. Just got done paying bills. Yeah, geez, I know what you mean. You know, if I can probably give anyone free advice, is clear your debts. The easiest way. I mean, for me, I'm just tired of having. I mean, I wouldn't say debt. I mean, it's debt that's that's necessary. Then you've got car debt, you've got mortgage debt or bond, depending on where you are in the world. But you know, stuff like credit cards, just avoid that stuff like the plague. It's mad. I was looking at having a credit card, man. It's like a revolving loan for the rest of your life. Banks are just making interest on mine, is let's say, and you just keep paying it without they're actually making off you. I'm through with using credit cards. I'm absolutely got no more interest in it. And I even said to my wife, we'll pay off her car next year. You just think about it, guys. If you've got all your debts paid off, you'll be able to buy more gold. You'll be able to buy more silver, platinum or palladium, whatever you prefer. Yeah, clear it all. That's the best way you guys can do it. You'll be, you know, I wouldn't say the 1%, but there's not many people left in this world that are self-sufficient with their own cash, with their own money. And if you guys want longevity and you guys want to invest for the long term, clear your debt, clear it all, even if it means you don't buy gold for the next year or so. Invest it in just clearing that crap, because I tell you what, it's, you know, when you get older, it gives you perspective. And you know, looking when I was younger, I had credit cards and loans and all this kind of stuff. Yes, I paid them off, and it was great to, you know, they were more for convenience. But you're better off just using the money that you've got in the bank to pay for stuff. I mean, here we go. We got some great comments here. We got Jody says, great advice, clear it all. Absolutely. No debt here. No cards, no loans. Aussie, you're the man. Full push medals, man. Like 16. Hey, Limey and Chana. Hey, full push. How you doing, buddy? So Jody says, sounds like my but the never-ending debt. That's one way to look at it, guys. If you don't realize it, having a credit card, you're like, oh, I'll just pay in 300 here, and then you're using 200, then you're paying 300, so you actually don't end up paying anything off the flipping thing, and you might end up paying 100 up, or you know, you might be 200 down on it 1 month, but it's literally they're making 17% on you. I mean, I don't even know. You know, it could be totally different across the world. Banks might charge you more, might charge you less. But you know what? Just clear it all. Just clear your debt, even if that means you've got to save up money to get rid of stuff. That's what I want to do next year. I want to pay my wife's car off, and then that's one less thing. There's no monthly cost. I'll have a monthly fee there to do what I want with once my wife's car's paid off. You know, so I always look at it as, let's say it was 250 euros. I'll have 250 euros a month to decide what I want to buy, and whether that's buying, you know, half a sovereign or something like that. I'll have the choice to do that. freely as well, without having to worry. Because man, I just see you know, in the skill I'm in the trade I'm in, man, you see a lot of people putting money into things and they don't realize it. That it's all about the stuff for them. It's not about the long term, because one thing is for granted: you will retire. We will all retire at one point or another, and it depends. It's up to us to make sure that there is money there when we get old. There's no one there to look after you when you're old and you're not working anymore. That's it. That is it. And if you don't plan right, you'll see yourself short. There we go. Silver Giveaway says Perth coin is backed by gold. You can't trade it in for gold. That's interesting. Silver Giveaways, watch precious metals update, latest video. You can apparently. There we go. Jody says debt just kills your life opportunities. You're absolutely right, my man. Hey, Mudswat, man, how you doing? Yes, you've missed us. You'll have to play the replay. Graham Stacker, if you have to use a credit card for it, that means that it is too expensive for you. I don't know. I suppose you get people that go, I'll just, use my credit card and I pay it off the next month. But then why bother? I always say try and liquidity, having equity. I was measuring, I was looking at as how much cash I have and how much debt I owe. And ideally, you want to be in the position where you've got more cash, or let's say investments, cash, whatever you want to call it, than what you owe. Because then that means that if push comes to shove, you can literally clear your debt, everything done, and still have money left over. I like to have liquidity there. So should I need it, it's there, as opposed to just relying on bank loans and credit. Thanks for commenting on my video, Silverlimey79. Absolute pleasure, my man. Sorry, it's been a while. I need to sort of crack on and go around watching videos. I thought I had some time the other night. You know what's funny was, my wife, I thought I would just crack on and get to spend some time comment on people's videos. My wife said to me the other night, she said, I haven't seen you all night. And I'm just like, she says, there's going to be a night when I'm going to actually be able to want to do, I thought that was so. Even though I thought that she was when she said she hadn't seen me that whole night. Okay, good. I could pay my house off next year if I really push it, and did without press. 42K would be something. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying and pay off your mortgage, but with cars, my perspective on cars has changed a lot. Previously, I would have gone like, yeah, man, I'd love that new BMW or the new Audi, but now I'm tired of it. I guess I just want a good car. It's got a good car. I'll probably change it in 3 years' time. Only 3 years. After next year, which gives us 2 years then away. And when we change a car, then we'll probably have to take a small loan, putting a deposit down, which means that we won't really owe much. But Dave Ramsey, that's the steps to Jody. That is the steps to follow, guys. That is pretty much come to the end of the live stream here, and it's always an absolute pleasure to have everyone here. Please like the video and thank you for being here. That's to all you out there. Thank you very much for being here. It'd be great to get ourselves back up to the 20s, and I'd certainly love 25 people watching again. It's good fun, but you guys are just great. Again, for my donators, guys, thank you very much. You guys are just fantastic at donators. Man, look at Ozzy. I love his quotes, and I look forward to seeing you all on videos again. So just make sure that you're aware of it. We're uploading another video and then I've got some. I've just got to find time for it. But Sunday's probably the best day. Some shout out. So we got Jody says keep stacking. Confrontational nonconformist, and definitely check out Graham Stacker's channel. He says thank you, Silver Liming. Definitely silver giveaways, man, fantastic. I jumped in on his live streams in the evenings while I've been having a bit of time. You know, it's not much. It's just before I go to bed. I'd drop in and say hello. And guys, I mean, I always appreciate people. Anyone comes in and they just want to say hello, absolutely love it. That's silver giveaways. Aussie Alchemist. Bitcoin may be falling, but Silver Limey 79 is going to new highs. Support him here. I love it. Fantastic. And then we've got Jody, Full Push Medals as well. Drops in occasionally. Great to have you here. Mud Swats. Aussie Alchemist. Probably repeating names now. Butchie Harding. Always a pleasure. And Health Babe. Thanks very much, everybody. You guys are brilliant. And I'll see you all on the next one. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. We're going to do the beginning of the week stream, so hopefully we'll see a bit of action on Monday. Guys, take care, and don't forget, invest wisely. Only invest money you're prepared to lose. Do your own research, and all the best. Have a great weekend. Adios.